Have you ever noticed how the animals in our lives seem to weave themselves quietly but profoundly into the fabric of our memories? Whether through a purring cat on our lap during a rainy afternoon, or the loyal greeting of a dog after a long day, these moments linger. At this stage of life, with decades behind us, and hopefully many more ahead, we've seen how our relationship with animals changes and deepens. There's something about the wisdom of years that sharpens our appreciation for their presence, their needs, and the unique peace they offer. Let's explore the many-layered experience of loving animals, not just as a pastime, but as a source of joy, meaning, and even healing in our later years. As we go through these insights, I invite you to reflect on your own journey, what animals have meant to you, and how their presence continues to shape your days. One insight that often grows clearer with time is this: animals teach us to remain present. It's easy to dwell on the past or fret about what's ahead, but animals know only the moment they're in. Their contentment with a simple patch of sun, or the delight in a favorite treat, draws us into their world, a world where now is enough. For those of us who sometimes find our minds wandering, this can be grounding. A practical way to embrace this is setting aside 10 minutes in your day, just you and your animal companion. No phone, no television. Notice how their calm seeps into you. If you don't have a pet, even watching birds at a feeder or a squirrel scamper can offer a similar respite. As you reflect, do you recall a time when an animal helped you slow down and appreciate what's right in front of you? Another truth, especially relevant as we age, is that animals offer a kind of non-judgmental companionship that grows more precious with time. Humans can be complicated after all, but a dog that greets you with a wagging tail, or a finch that sings outside your window accepts you without reservation. This kind of company can soften loneliness, particularly when social circles shrink. If you're able, visiting animal shelters or volunteering, even occasionally, can connect you not only with animals, but with people who share your affection for them. Or, if that's not possible, regular check-ins with neighborhood pets, even a friendly hello to a neighbor's cat, can warm a day noticeably. The next insight is perhaps less obvious. Animals can encourage us to care for ourselves as we care for them. When you've had a long-time animal companion, you know the routines: feeding, walks, grooming. In turn, these routines can create a reliable shape for our days, a gentle but effective structure. For example, one neighbor of mine wasn't sure she wanted the responsibility of a new dog after her husband passed. She hesitated, knowing the daily walks and meals could feel like chores. But she found the opposite. The routine got her outside, moving, meeting new people. Her health, both physical and emotional, improved. If you miss that structure, consider caring for a pet, fostering, or signing up to pet sit for friends. Even tending to fish or a small bird can create a comforting rhythm. Let's take a brief moment for a practical tip. If you get value from what we have presented, please like and subscribe to help us grow our channel, Ageless Intuition. Animals also remind us how to love unconditionally, a lesson that grows richer with experience. You've likely had moments when a pet misbehaved, maybe a chewed slipper or a toppled flower pot, but you chose to forgive, just as they forgive our mistakes or absences. For many, this reflects our more mature understanding of relationships, be they with people or animals. Think about a time when you offered patience or compassion to an animal, even when they tested it. Wasn't it a gentle mirror for the grace we offer, or hope to, in our relationships with family and friends? If you're looking to pass this forward, consider mentoring a younger person in pet care, or sharing stories of the animals who taught you what patience means. Another gift of loving animals is the doorway it opens to community. Walking a dog, joining a bird-watching group, or chatting with fellow animal lovers online can create connections that are both simple and sincere. For those who might miss the sense of neighborhood or community from years gone by, animals can be that bridge. Even a story about a mischievous cat or a photo of a grandchild's pet can spark conversation and laughter. Think about starting or joining a small group that shares animal stories or organizes visits to local nature preserves. These shared moments often become surprising sources of joy. There's also the quieter, perhaps bittersweet side. Loving animals requires us to accept life's impermanence. Many viewers here have loved and lost pets, sometimes many times over. Those goodbyes are real and sometimes still tender. Yet they remind us how deeply we can care and how worthwhile it is to do so, even knowing all things end. Some find comfort by donating to animal charities in memory of beloved pets, or keeping a scrapbook or diary of stories and photos. Reflect for a moment. How have you honored a special animal's memory, and what new beginnings did it enable? Sometimes opening your heart again is the bravest step you can take. I want to pause here for a moment to invite each of you to reflect. What animals have walked alongside your journey so far? Dogs, cats, birds, or the wild friends outside your window? What lessons have they offered that still ring true today? If you'd like, join the community and share your own stories in the comments. Many find comfort and kinship in these shared recollections. Another rich insight, often only fully appreciated with years, is the way animals inspire us to stay curious. Whether marveling at the elaborate nest of a backyard blue jay or patiently earning the trust of a nervous rescue cat, animals often pull us gently out of ruts. Trying to understand their habits, why the dog paces before settling, why the goldfish comes forward at feeding time, can awaken a sense of wonder. If you notice curiosity dimming, experiment with something new. Try keeping a small journal of animal sightings or read up on a species you're less familiar with. Curiosity, after all, never truly ages. Then there are the unexpected ways animals spark meaning, even a renewed sense of purpose, especially in retirement or after other major transitions. For some, becoming the go-to pet sitter for friends and neighbors turns into a lifeline, purposeful, bracketed, rewarding. Others discover advocacy, working with animal rescue organizations, fostering, or simply making the backyard more hospitable for wildlife. It can be transformative to realize that your care still makes a difference. If you're searching for fresh meaning, consider ways you might help animals in need. Donating, volunteering, or simply educating others about responsible care. Let's compare two approaches for those considering welcoming a new pet later in life. Some folks choose a high-energy puppy or kitten, drawn by the bright spark of youth. Others seek out older animals, perhaps already house-trained, with calmer temperaments. While a puppy might keep you moving, a senior pet often brings an immediate sense of calm and gratitude. One friend told me she adopted a 10-year-old dog who settled into her home as if he'd always belonged. He asked for little, gave much. The choice comes down to your lifestyle, energy, and what sort of companionship fits your days best. Whichever path is right for you, visiting local shelters can give you a clear sense of the possibilities. As we near the end, remember that loving animals is not just a chapter, it's an ongoing theme, tender threads across the decades. It's also a community of kindred spirits. If you've enjoyed this discussion, take a moment to like and subscribe to Ageless Intuition. Your engagement helps us grow a circle of friends who share this deep appreciation. You have lived a life rich with stories, shaped by change and brightened by the presence of animals, wild and tame, large and small. These insights are not new to you. Perhaps they're simply gentle reminders of truths planted long ago. Loving animals remains a meaningful, evolving part of the journey, Whether you're sharing your home with a beloved pet or simply sharing your attention with the wildlife around you, I'd love to continue this conversation with you. Share your reflections below and connect with others who understand the lifelong joy and comfort of animals. Thanks for watching. Tap that like button and subscribe if this brought you joy today. We're growing thanks to wonderful folks like you. Wishing you a peaceful day wrapped in warmth and love.